Hi everyone! Today we're going to be making a cheesy crab Rangoon dip with homemade wonton chips. So the first thing that we're going to make is a homemade wonton chips. What are the ingredients for the wonton chips? Wonton wrappers and your seasoning like creole seasoning and salt and pepper. So let's begin. So the first thing that you want to do is get a cookie sheet and place parchment paper on it and preheat your oven to 400 degrees. Then you want to go ahead and take your wonton wrappers and then just cut them diagonally so you get chips. And then you want to just go ahead and put them on the baking sheet. And then try to fit as many as you can on the pan. I'm going to have to be doing several batches. And we'll go ahead and take our creole seasoning and sprinkle on them. And I'll be doing some batches with just salt and pepper. Then you want to put them into a 400 degree oven for 6 to 8 minutes until they're golden and crispy. Okay, so I actually only baked them for 4 minutes at 400 degrees and they are crispy. So I'll go ahead and set them aside to finish cooling. And if you'd like, you can also just make them into strips. So with this batch, I've got the strips and I'm just going to be seasoning them with salt and pepper. Okay, so the strips are fresh out of the oven. I'll go ahead and put them aside and finish making all the batches. Alright, so here are the chips and the strips. They're in plastic bags so they can retain their freshness until we're ready to use them for the dip. And they make anywhere between 120 to 150 chips depending on which way you cut them. And next we'll be making the cheesy crab Rangoon dip. And what goes into the cheesy crab Rangoon dip? 12 ounces of crab meat drained, 8 ounces of cream cheese softened, 1 cup sour cream, 2 tablespoons fresh chives plus more for garnish, 1½ tablespoons lemon juice, 1 teaspoon Worcestershire sauce, 1½ cups mozzarella cheese shredded plus more for topping, 2 cloves garlic minced, 1 teaspoon black pepper, 1/2 teaspoon fine sea salt, and then you'll need chips for dipping or vegetables. So the first thing that we need to do is preheat the oven to 350 and grease a 9x9 pan with cooking spray and set it aside. So we'll mix everything in except for the crab meat, the 8-ounce softened cream cheese, the 1 cup sour cream, the 2 tablespoons chopped fresh chives, the 1½ tablespoons lemon juice, the 1 teaspoon Worcestershire sauce, the 1½ cups mozzarella cheese, 2 cloves minced garlic, 1 teaspoon black pepper, and 1/2 teaspoon salt. And then you want to go ahead and mix this for 1 to 2 minutes. So you want to mix it until it's creamy. That looks pretty good. Then you want to go ahead and dump your 12 ounces of crab meat, make sure it's drained, into the bowl. And fold it into the sauce. And that looks pretty good. Then you take your grease pan and dump the dip into the pan. And you want to go ahead and spread it out. And sprinkle mozzarella cheese on top, and this part is optional. And put it on the middle rack in a 350-degree oven for 20 to 25 minutes until it's hot and bubbly. Alright, so it's nice and hot and bubbly and it's fresh out of the oven. We'll go ahead and garnish it with some chives. And here is the cheesy crab Rangoon dip and the homemade wonton chips with 2 different seasonings. Let's go ahead and get my husband to give it a taste test. Okay, so if you don't like any type of seafood or crab or whatever, you can use those chips with other types of dip like homemade salsa.
Oh, it's nice and crisp. Try one with the, this is just salt and pepper?
Yes.
Well, these definitely have a little kick to them. Try some on a plain chip. Does it have cheese in it?
It does.
Okay. I like it.
Recipe deals for easy meals. Please like, subscribe, and share. This is Cooking with Sherry. Until we meet again.